Shit has been crazy in the Final Fantasy community recently, hasn't it? From witch hunts to mods being banned. What's next, I do wonder. People do love their drama during these content droughts, don't they? It's so fucking tiring. Anyway, Sabrina here, the only not insufferable Final Fantasy content creator. I do hope you're having a shit day. I'm honestly surprised I'm actually still here. I thought I would have been canceled by now. Well, it's all thanks to you that I'm still here. Yeah, that's right. I'm your problem now. Oh, yeah. If you're wondering why I'm in World of Warcraft, well, some of you MMO veterans might already know what this is. I guess you could say I'm paying respect to a WoW creator duo who sadly don't make content anymore. They are deeply missed by myself and many others. So, yeah, I thought I'd make my Q&A a little different this time around, since I'm currently working on a video titled Go Back to WoW. You know, the phrase which gatekeeping Final Fantasy players use to people when they criticize the game. So you know what I fucking did. I went back to WoW, and I'll be sharing what I found there to basically answer the question, is the grass greener on the other side, or is it overhyped? I guess you'll see in the coming weeks. Cheeky bitch. Anyway, let's get the ball rolling with the first question.
Mellow Fungus asks, I think you previously mentioned that you're not terribly satisfied where you live. Any thoughts on where you'd like to move, if you had to?
I would go back home to Montana in the States. It's just so much nicer there. It really is a long story of how I ended up living in England. Long story short, the place is a fucking shithole. Anyway, next.
Daddy Tank asks, what got you into Final Fantasy?
I'm going to assume you mean Final Fantasy XIV, and, well, it was just by accident, really. Back then, World of Warcraft was going through a rough time in Warlords of Draenor, and a lot of players were getting burned out with the content drought. I think we were waiting like 2 years between raid tiers, which is abso-fucking-lutely crazy when you think about it these days. Anyway, that is when Yoshi P came along with his Japanese clone of Warcraft, and the rest is history, really.
Well, aside from the fact World of Warcraft actually innovated when competition showed up, and Final Fantasy just did nothing for 13 years.
Well, you're not wrong there. Next question, please.
The Pudding Dead asks, what were your favorite shows to watch when you were growing up?
Well, fuck. My age is about to get revealed to those who are not aware yet. When I was younger and my mind was making a desperate attempt to grow up, I used to like watching Pokemon, X-Men, Powerpuff Girls, and most of the Cartoon Network shows on TV. Pretty typical shit, really, for a kid. Aside from that, I just love Star Trek: The Next Generation, Stargate SG-1, and Farscape. Those were the days. Kids these days haven't got a fucking clue what good TV is.
Mickey asks, if you have the opportunity to know the future, would you want to know?
Of course I would. I'd want to know the lottery numbers. You know how some people say, if you had everything you want, life would be boring. Maybe. But if I had everything, I'd just want to use my money to create more things. After all, in my heart, I like to create, not consume. Well, apart from chocolate, I go rabid for that stuff, I swear.
Focus asks, do you like the social aspect of games, and what kind of aspects? For example,
the social aspect in games is good, but it really depends on the community. I'll be completely fucking honest with you. The Final Fantasy community cultivates a social space that I simply don't like. It encourages things I don't agree with. You know, for example, social pressuring people to mod their characters, policing how people should play the game. You probably already know what I'm talking about.
Are there any games that don't do that, Sabrina?
I don't fucking know. This game turned me off socializing with people.
Jesus, you're not ready for this next question.
Go on, give it to me.
B-Strict Magi asks, out of all the FFXIV content creators, would you say you're the one that fell the hardest from grace?
Not really. I've always been based. And if falling from grace means having a different opinion, Well, fuck me, I guess. Let's be real, though. The game is the one who has fallen from grace, not me. If you're talking about the channel, well, that went down the second they stopped doing the streamer highlights. I make this public knowledge what I think of streamers from the community. They're all virtue signaling, insufferable idiots, which personally I find incredibly boring to watch.
Let's hope the game picks up, otherwise there will be loads of content creators out of a job, and it will be back to McDonald's with you, Sabrina.
Doesn't sound too bad, actually. At least you don't have to speak to Wookie Baby all the time. The future of the game is looking pretty bleak, if I'm honest. I hate to be the doomer, but the next expansion won't be releasing for at least another year, which, let's be wucky real, sucks ass. Anyway, fuck you very much for watching. I can't be bothered to answer any more questions for today. Maybe I'll do another one in a few weeks. Now get the fuck out of here. Oh, and thanks for supporting me on Patreon, bitch.